Hello, my name is Edward Wetzel. I would like to review an article about digital tools entitled Let the Games Begin. Students and Teachers Dive into SimCityEdu. An exciting, innovative, educational adaptation of a popular city building game, SimCity, developed by Glass Lab. SimCityEdu uses the same code and graphics as the original game, but adds a twist by shifting its focus to environmental science missions, which students are tasked to achieve in accordance with Common Core state standards. Glass Lab constructed the game in an orderly fashion with increasing complexity as students advance through 6 distinct yet related missions. 2 areas of variability which game developers focused heavily on were accommodating or scaffolding both the individual player's understanding background of science topics and the player's experience level with SimCity and with video games in general. In order to gain real-life evidence to assess how well they handled these concerns and what aspects still needed improvements, Glass Lab's general manager Jessica Lindell set up a trial observation with 7th graders at Laser Charter Academy in Oakland, California, as well as other schools in the state. The educators and students in these classrooms have definitely provided useful feedback to SimCityEdu developers. Instead of going sequentially from one mission to the next, for example, one educator at Laser believed his students were adept enough already to click and explore on their own and able to figure things out, and therefore jumped from the first mission to mission 6. Another reason he went out of order was because mission 6 fit nicely into an ongoing class project dealing with green energy. 2 main concepts in this project included how different types of energy are generated and how they affect pollution levels in the cities. Some students adequately managed to make a few simple alterations which lowered pollution levels. But one student who stumbled upon the zoning tool, which gave him power to rezone industrial areas and significantly reduce pollution, did not really understand what he had done to reduce these pollution levels. Most of the other educators in the trials also tended to skip around in the missions according to the needs of their particular curriculum. Glass Lab's general manager said she welcomed this input. What it's telling me, as a developer, is I need to improve the visibility of the professional development and the lesson plans so a student doesn't need to take more than 2 minutes to figure out, okay, here's what I want to focus on. In addition to incorporating more flexibility into the game, Glass Lab manager still stresses the importance of scaffolding to indicate how well a student is expanding their critical thinking and problem-solving skills to gather information. Not only are we teaching them about systems in a very fun way, we are also teaching them about perseverance and that failure isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're trying something, they're seeing themselves fail, they're going back and trying something different, according to administrator at Laser Academy. My response to this article. The concept of this digital tool definitely seems to hold lots of potential. As a science teacher who believes in interdisciplinary approaches to education and the need to weave sustainability awareness into core subjects, this program certainly fits that bill. The design of the game, basing it on a popular teen video game, seems like a clever approach. However, my concerns start to rise in regard to the fact that though many students have extensive video game experiences with narratives, multiplayer options, and access to lots of tools, other students have only dealt with simple mobile games, while even others have never played video games at all for various reasons. This could drastically affect the comfort level and increase stress and lead to frustration, which does not promote learning. Schools such as Laser Academy, which serve a student base with a 95% low-income, free lunch, or reduced lunch student population, cannot guarantee what level of access to computers students will have once they leave the school building. The Glass Lab manager hopes to develop a method for identifying each student's comfort level prior to starting the missions and modifying the assessment of the student's learning. In conclusion, this digital tool, SimCityEdu, holds a lot of promise for raising student awareness of key environmental sustainability issues and increasing their ability to problem solve. But the cautionary note would be educators must hold companies like Glass Lab to their promise to develop games which accommodate students with less or no experience playing video games so as to maintain equitable learning experiences.